Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna do a little what I spend in a week. So I'll be taking you guys throughout the week and we'll chat about all the things that I get up to that involve money. So today is Tuesday. I started this, or I got the idea for this yesterday. So we'll talk about what I spent yesterday and what I've done so far today. Okay, so starting off on Monday. Monday was a non-work day for me, so I spent the morning heading to an estate sale. That's my new favorite thing now, guys. I don't think I've done a video since I started going to estate sales, which literally just started last weekend. But I went to one on Monday morning and I spent $3 on a wool sweater, and I'll show you guys everything that I've gotten from the estate sale so far. Then I spent $80 on a gift because my boyfriend's birthday is coming up. Then $5.92 on hotels, as I'm going to be heading to Tokyo in a couple weeks, and that was for 5 nights in a hotel in Tokyo. I might have said Tokyo the first time, but I'm going to Japan. But this is just the Tokyo part of the trip that I paid for. Everything else I have paid for previously, but it's not coming out until closer towards that date or when I actually arrive in Japan. Then I spent $69 on Nespresso, so that's for my coffee maker. I think I had about 5 pods left, so I needed more. So they had this really cute set that I ended up getting that came with like fall flavored coffee cookies or biscotti or something, and then a tumbler. So I thought that was cute, so I got that. So in total for Monday I spent $744. Today is another off day as well, so I kicked it off with yet another estate sale. I just got back actually. I went there right when they opened at 10 a.m. and right now it's 2:25 p.m. and I think I got out of there around 12:31, so I was there for a good amount of time. But anyways, I ended up spending $100 there, and like I said, once I'm finished with this, we'll do the haul. And then I just booked me and my friend tickets for afternoon tea, so that's gonna be fun. I love afternoon tea, guys. Like, I'm always open to doing it. I've done it I think about 3 times now, like 1 time locally, twice in London, which is like the home, or England is the home of like afternoon tea. And then I'm trying a different place here. This is a really nice hotel that they have locally that offers the service, so I'm very excited for that. So yeah, that was $66. So far today I have spent $166, and then if I buy anything else, I'll let you guys know. So yesterday, this is what I got from the estate sale. This is basically a wool sweater, and I'm pretty sure it's a men's sweater, but I love cardigans, and it was nicely priced, especially for being wool. So it only cost me $3.50. It's by the brand St. Croix, which I've never heard of, but when I looked it up, they sell a bunch of expensive things, so that was a nice find. And then today I got some very exciting finds. So I have my little haul bag here. So first thing at the top of this pile, as soon as I got in there, I headed to the jewelry / expensive item section, which is usually right by the register. So I spotted like this Christian Dior logo and I was like, yes. So I ran over there immediately and got this scarf. So this is a Christian Dior silk scarf, which is lovely. The print is beautiful. I love pastels and I love silk. And the previous estate haul from the weekend, you will have seen, as I'm going to do a haul, that I got a bunch of silk pieces there too. But that was a nice find, and this cost me, I think it was $30. They've taken the label off, but yeah, it was $30. Then on the topic of scarves, in the same area, I found this YSL scarf, which I quickly purchased as well. This is also a silk scarf. This one is significantly bigger. And it has a few light stains on it, but I'm sure it's because it hasn't been cleaned. It says dry clean only, but I have a bunch of silk things and I never dry clean them. But yeah, so this one cost me $45. But yeah, this is gonna be nice because it's like, you can do a lot with it. You could like make it into a bandana, like use it for actual warmth. Like, it's a whole vibe. So very excited about those two finds. Then yet another scarf, like in my silk scarf era apparently. Lots of old people have scarves, and I love scarves, but I usually wear scarves for warm and not really for fashion, but these are so cute. I need to start using them for fashion. This cost me $2. This is another vintage. Well, this is for sure a vintage scarf from the brand Adolfo. I've never heard of them before, but I looked it up. First, I saw the pattern and I was like, oh, this is gorgeous. And then I looked them up to see like if this had any value, and it does. They were selling them for like 100 plus on vintage websites and whatnot. And this one has a few spots on it. I bought for $2. Like, I'm not concerned. And this is another good size, so you can do the whole top thing or like put it over your head thing. Like, it's gonna be so cute. So happy about my scarves. And then I got a jewelry box. I've been wanting some sort of jewelry container for a while now. This is the box, and I haven't really found a good storage solution for them. Not that this box is a good storage solution, but it was so cheap I just bought it anyway. It was like $4. It's by a company called Mele or Mele, M-E-L-E, and this is also another expensively priced item. I looked it up as well because I was like looking up everything that I was buying to see. I'm like, does this have any value, and or should I just like buy something like that I actually would purchase in the store, or should I get this? But this is actually really nice. I forgot that it had a mirror on there. So it has a mirror, it has a little tray, it's pink, how cute. So you can put like earrings and rings in that little thing, and then it has a compartment that you can like drape chains and whatnot in. So the bottom isn't spongy, so you can't put a pin in there, but you can probably find some other way to store the chain so that they stay a long way. But I thought that was nice. It's like wood, very cute, vintage. It has the gold, or it's probably brass, like detailing. So that was a nice find. And then I got a couple old purses. I don't know, they just like were a whole vibe. Oh my God, this purse. I just think it's so, like, the design is like super cool. This one, it's not, I need to look up this brand. It is by a brand, but it's not a well-known designer. It's leather, which is why I bought it. Like, I'm not gonna spend money on some non-leather purse. It's by a brand called Reem. I need to look them up and see what the deal is. But regardless of the brand, I just like the little details. Of course, like the gold hardware. I love gold hardware. I'm always getting that. And then the inside is red, which I love. I mean, how cool is that? I love a red interior, which is like one of the reasons I love Chanel bags. And it has, let's see, one main compartment with a zipper on the inside. And then it has a compartment back here with a zipper on the back as well. Oh, I just closed it. So you can put things in there. And this part is black. And then you can see the leather there, which is really nice. And this only cost me $12. And then I got like a discount on top of the total in general, so it was less than that. But it's super cute. This is it with a strap. And I'm too close to the camera, but it hits right at the hip. So it's a good height. And you could probably do a crossbody if you really wanted to as well, and still at the hip. So really nice find there. And then I got a couple more things. So I got this. This is like a vintage purse. I don't know why I got this thing. I just thought it was so cute. And it actually has some utility. So my phone can actually fit in here, surprisingly. And it just reminds me of like, I don't know, it just seems like very cool and chic. Very unique piece. And somehow there was like a comb in here, which I don't know why. I don't need this comb, but there is a comb in there, which is funny. And I looked this up too. This is like a whole era of these type of quilted vintage purses. They're like a whole thing. I think they're priced at like $40, $50, or even up to $100, depending on the detail on these sides. So I thought that was cute. And this one is really nice because it just hits like Let's see, yeah, like right here. And it's just so cute. I can't. So that was a fun purchase. And then lastly, I got a couple pairs of vintage earrings. I will show you in the, when I do my budgeting video, like the rest of the other things that I got, but I found a pair of Givenchy vintage earrings and I've been like on a vintage earring kick ever since. I've been wanting a pair of Chanel vintage earrings. I saw a couple at the thrift store, but they're, well, actually when I went, there was like a thrift market and they were selling them for like literally full price or like $400. So I was like, I'm not getting that. But I ended up getting these pearl ones. They're clip-on. I normally would not go for clip-on because obviously my ears are pierced, but like these were like so adorbs. Like look at that. I can't even. Let's see. And they felt snug when I put them on, so I was like, okay, well these are gonna stay on. So yes, this is how they look. Very nice. And these were like, I think they were $350, so very inexpensive. They're not gold or anything. They're like brass or some other gold-plated metal. And then I got another pair that were like reminiscent of like Givenchy and Chanel-esque. So these are them. This thing's probably not gonna focus because I'm all the way over here, but yeah, this is what they look like. Super cute. And these ones are regular post back, and I like them because they have the, what is that, like the chain detail around the edge, which I really like. It's almost kind of Chanel-esque, except the chain's a little bit of a different shape. So that is what I spent $100 on, and I would say that that was a good $100 spent. Now I'm like, do I even need to buy anything new when I can just go vintage shopping? Like, I don't think so. But yeah, so that's gonna be what I've purchased so far for the past 2 days. And like I said, I'll update you guys if anything changes. So I'll see you in the next clip. So I'm back. It's been about 3 hours, I suppose. I've been busy doing things on the computer. Like I had a few tasks to complete. One of them was to switch over my internet service, like the card that I used to pay for that, to the new card that I got. So I just did a video about all the credit cards that I had, and I was talking about alternative credit cards to what I had. So I actually did end up signing up for the Chase Inc. Business Cash, and effectively it was just a project change because I had the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited, but the new card allows you to get 5% or 5x back on internet service. So I had to switch the card over from my old credit card to this new one with a 5x. So to do that, I had to pay for the internet before it was due. So I think it's due like 11 days from now, but I had to pay it early in order to set up the auto pay. So I spent $45 on the internet. And then I've been thinking about getting an iPhone, the newest iPhone. I wasn't gonna get it because like I have a perfectly capable working phone, but then I watched the keynote speech about it, and then I was intrigued because it had all this AI functionality in it, and I've been a very slow adopter of AI. Like I have not, besides reading about it and how it's like affecting like companies in the economy and the stock market and things like that I know about, but using it like personally I have not done that. But I was intrigued by some of the functions on the new iPhone. My current iPhone has like limited space on it, so, and I'm always like filming YouTube videos on there, so it's always like on the verge of being full. So anyway, needless to say, I pre-ordered the iPhone 16 Pro and it'll be arriving in October, and I believe that's when you get charged. So I haven't been charged for it, and if I did, it would be like probably like the most priciest what I spent in a week video, but it's gonna be in the previous month or in the next month, but it should be around 1,400, and if they accept my phone as a trade-in, then it'll be down to 1,000, which is still pricey, but hey, that's how much I paid for the last phone, except that this one has more space, so it was a little bit more pricey. But that happened, and then I mentioned to you guys that I was thinking about starting a business, effectively a website or software business. So I had talked to the developer yesterday, and he was like suggesting some things that I should do, and something that came up was ChatGPT, which of course has been around. I just which I honestly forgot. Like I don't remember this happening. I feel like the AI frenzy came about in the last year or so, but maybe it's even more than that because OpenAI has been around since 2022. It said when I went to sign up for ChatGPT or do some research. But yeah, so this is my first time using ChatGPT. So I signed up for ChatGPT. There is like a paid version, but I wanted to try out the free version first before I committed to the paid one. In the event that I needed for like more than what it currently does in the free version. So anyway, that cost me $0 because I didn't get the paid version. But the paid version, if you're interested, is $20. So that's it so far. I do need to buy tickets for the train in Japan. I haven't been able to do that because the website is wonky, and I'm not sure, nor can I predict anything else that I need to buy, but that doesn't mean like I'm not gonna buy something. But let's do the total for today, and if something changes, I'll let you know in the next clip. Okay, so all in all for today, I have spent $211, and quick recap, that was from the estate sale, afternoon tea tickets, and paying for the internet. Hi guys, so it is Thursday, so I skipped a day. Yesterday was a work day and I was basically gone from the morning till night, so I did not check in, but I did manage to spend some money, so we'll talk about that. So I ended up spending $6 on a gift from my boyfriend. He was chatting about a book that he was interested in, and I just purchased it for him. Like I like to buy like random little things for him that I know he wouldn't get for himself, but like actually like useful for his like self-development or improvement. So I got that, and then I paid a medical bill. It was like $6 as well, and then I got a electricity bill, and that ended up being $100. So in total for Wednesday I spent $112. No, today is Thursday, as I said before, so this is another off day. So usually I spend a little bit more money on my off days, I suppose, maybe, depending on what's happening. But today I went to Pilates. However, I've already paid for Pilates, so it's not free, but it would have cost me $33 if I were to pay as I go. Then I went to a couple of estate sales. I didn't end up buying anything because there was nothing good there, so nothing spent there. And then I went to Aldi, did my usual grocery shop. I usually go to Aldi about once a week, or go to the grocery store once a week in general. So I spent $44 at Aldi, which is pretty typical for me. Prior to that, I almost forgot. I mentioned that I was thinking about starting this web-based business. So I did some preliminary work for that. So I got a domain and I set up Google Workspace, and I paid $18 for the domain, which is basically the web address. And Google Workspace is on a trial period now, but I think once the trial is over, it works out to be about $7 a month. But like I said, I didn't get charged for the trial or the actual normal service fee. And then the other thing that came out today was my New York Times subscription, and that cost me $8. So in total so far today, I have spent $70. So now I have a little bit of a wind down period. So I'm just gonna walk on the treadmill for a little bit, watch some YouTube, do some yoga, and then read my book and see what else I might need to do in terms of errands, and then get ready because I have to work tomorrow as well. So I will see you once I start spending more money. Good morning. So today is Sunday. So we skipped a few days since the last time I saw you guys. So Friday was a work day. I worked all day, and this time I didn't end up spending any money. And then Saturday was a pretty fun day actually, but I didn't spend much. I'll tell you what I spent, but me and my boyfriend ended up spending the day checking out a couple of estate sales. There was like nothing there, so I didn't spend any money. Then we went to a festival, walked around. It was like an arts festival. I didn't end up buying anything there either, but I did get us a couple drinks while we were perusing, and that cost $28. And we ate out like for breakfast and for dinner, but he usually pays for those things, so I didn't have to spend any money there. And then today is Sunday. I've already spent some money. So I ended up going to an estate sale today. So the sale that I went to yesterday, I saw they had this Gucci purse that I was interested in. However, I thought like the price was like too high. So, and apparently everybody else thought the price was high as well because it was still there along with a few other designer items that the person had. They had a couple Louis Vuitton purses and a Chanel wallet. And yeah, those were the brands and everything was like still there. And this was the second day of the sale. So I was like, let me come back on the last day. Last day was 50% off, so I went back first thing in the morning and I got the Gucci bag. So this is the bag. It's a pretty old, it's like worn. It has like some wear there, and on the camera it's a little bit more evident, but there's like a little bit of a dark mark there. In real life, it's not as evident. But I thought it was cute because it's like, clearly it's a Gucci bag, but it's like low-key Gucci, doesn't have the print all over it. And it's kind of vintage-esque. I don't know how old this is. I suppose I can look into it. But I wanted to make sure that it was actually real Gucci because it's like, why am I spending money on something fake? I had a few instances actually where yesterday and a time before that where I went to a couple of estate sales and they had some fake designer items, and I was looking at a pair of Hermes sandals that they had there, and then while I was doing that, the person who was running the sale came over and was like, oh well, I also have some designer handbags that she had like locked away in like a closet, and she was like, oh, why don't you go ahead and take a look at these? And I took a look at them and I could tell that they were fake like instantly because the quality was poor. There were a couple Chanel. I've owned about 4 Chanel bags, so I know like all the details on them, so I could tell those ones were fake immediately. And then she had like one Dior bag which I could also tell was fake because the leather didn't look very good, and then there was like the hardware had like worn off and there was like silver underneath it. And I was like, this doesn't seem real at all. So then when I took a look again at the Hermes sandals, there was like no print on the inside indicating like the size, just like a print on the footbed saying Hermes, which is pretty basic. I feel like usually if you're getting something designer, there's a couple, they like to stamp some things like all over. So I was like, okay, well, that's a little questionable. And then I looked at the dust bag. The dust bag was like one of those papery plastic bags. And I'm like, why would Hermes have a paper plasticky like dust bag? I mean, you're spending like thousands of dollars. They're gonna give you something quality. So like I googled like Hermes dust bags and they're like legit like cloth dust bags, like pretty nice. So yeah, I was like, this is fake too. So needless to say, I did not make the purchase there. And it's like, once I see one fake designer item in the house, then I have a feeling that everything else is fake. But this person had a bunch of like real designer things, so I felt like a little bit more confident. So anyway, ended up spending, it was originally $450 and I got it for, it's 50% off, so $225, and then I talked the lady down to $200. And then this particular estate sale company has some sort of loyalty program, and I guess I've been shopping with them. I've shopped with them like 3 times now, but anyway, I ended up earning like $15 off, so I spent $185 for this, which I feel like is fair considering the wear, and I got it on an estate sale. It is real because I checked all the things. Fortunately, I found an identical one on Vestiaire Collective, and it had all the, you know, all the telling things about what parts you should look for. So I looked through all the parts and it was identical to the one that was on Vestiaire Collective. So that was fun. So I'm excited. This is my first designer purchase from an estate sale, and I'm planning to hopefully find some more for a cheap price. And it also came with a dust bag, which is this thing here. So very cool. The canvas, I think I should be able to, since it's canvas, like clean this thing here. Like I've cleaned shoes and other things like that had canvas and it came up pretty nice. So I'm gonna do that. And yeah, but let's do a little bit of a fit test here. Let's see, where am I? Okay, so there we go. It's super cute. The inside is black, unfortunately. I don't know why designers make the inside black. It's like, so you can't see anything in there. Actually, it's brown, so I guess it's a little better, but it's still like a black hole. But yeah. Super cute. And yeah, so plans for today. I already went on my little nature walk that I always do. And my boyfriend's gonna come back later and we're gonna do something else, but I probably won't spend any money for the rest of the day. So let's tally up what we've spent so far. Okay, so Monday was expensive. That was the most I spent, $744. Tuesday I spent $211. Wednesday 112. Friday, actually Thursday, $70. Friday $0. Saturday $28. And then today 185. If something changes, I'll update it in the video somewhere. So making our grand total for the week $1,350. So I would say this isn't necessarily typical, one because I had the travel, the hotel I had to pay for, and estate sales are new, so I haven't really been shopping for that, but it's probably gonna become the new normal. So all in all, I felt that it was like a decent week. I didn't feel like I overspent. I think everything I got, I felt good about, and I felt like it was worthwhile considering. So yeah, this is what I spent in a week, and yeah, let me know your thoughts about my shopping, if that's something that you think would be typical, or if you yourself like spend the same amount of money more or less than I do. I would love to hear what other people are spending on a weekly basis. And that's going to be it for the rest of this video. I will see you guys in the next one.